Good day, everyone. I trust this video finds you well at the time of watching. Got a funny old day for me today. It's a Thursday, so I'm on my own, which is fine. I'm getting used to Thursdays on my own most of the time. Anyway, was originally off to Wisbech today, but having done a bit of research before I went, a few pubs there are closed. So there's not much point in me going all the way to Wisbech to find most of what I wanted to do closed. So, change of plan. Worksop is the main part of today. Done Worksop before, but didn't get a video because it's before the launch of the YouTube. So, therefore, I thought I would do a little bit extra on the outskirts of Worksop and surrounding area before we head on into Worksop. Because from what I remember, there's not the most amount there. A lot of it's chain pubby and stuff as well on the outskirts. But you know, it was 18 months or so ago I went, so it might have changed. There might be some new stuff. We might find some gems. Anyways, right, I've come just off the beaten track really to Wales, not the country, a village, a little village in South Yorkshire called Wales, which is basically in the Kiverton Park area. So I'm going to do the Kiverton Park pubs because there's a great place there that I've wanted to go to for ages that they messaged me called the Kiverton Tap. So we're going to go into. People that run past me always look at me like I'm absolutely mental. Like, keep going, keep going. They always run. People just look at me like I'm absolutely mental. Well, I mean, I am, but you know. So, Village of Wales, we're kicking off today in absolute beauty, called the Duke of Leeds. Now, if the outside of that is anything to go by, this is going to be pretty special. It does say on the side as well, rear courtyard, dogs and horses welcome. I can imagine there probably are a lot of horses around a lovely little place like this, so you can actually bring them along here, and it is dead opposite, look, an absolutely beautiful church. So you've had a bit of culture already in the video before we've even got inside the first pub. But pub number one of my day then, Duke of Leeds. It's pretty lovely, isn't it? Obviously more of a food-led pub, but doing good trade on Thursday. The food smells absolutely brilliant as well. Gonna do that stuff on the taps, butts and bitters on. Some locals, which I always like to see on a bar. Beautiful looking place. Yeah, it's a very nice, very well presented pub. So the outside was gorgeous, so I always thought it might be absolutely stunning. And it is. What a nice little place to start off. Something you don't see very often, but I've never seen this in a pub before. This is the original Sky Sports poster for the launch of the Premier League. Proud to display that up on the wall in there. Look at that. 10 points to whoever can name the most footballers on that. I know a fair few of them. Few faces people will probably instantly recognise on there. And some not quite so recognisable. Look, Forest. Oh, quality that. Super, super, super little pub. Even a nice little beer garden, little yard area out here. Look. But this is nice. Set in the summer. But yeah, very impressed. Very nice little place to have started off. Duke of Leeds. Crack. The next village along from Wales is called Kiverton Park. Dead easy to get the train to here. I've actually got a couple of train stations as well. So although it's a village, because I have just double checked, it's more like a small town, a massive village, small town. But yeah, Kiverton Park is the village name, and my next stop is going to be the Kiverton Tap. Now I followed these on Facebook for a while. Always look to have an absolutely banging selection of craft beers, cans, all sorts going on in there. So I'm very much looking forward to this one, and it'll be my second stop of the day. Not bad, is it, getting some craft beer in on stop number 2? I love that. I told you this is one that I was looking forward to, didn't I? And I mean, sometimes I get it right as well. Like, this is phenomenal. So constantly changing beer board, always 6 on. The Lucas, the Thornbridge lager, stays on all the time. It's a really good lager, that. But the other 5, constantly changing when they run out. And this is what's coming on. So you can see it is banger after banger after banger on here. And a lovely, lovely little setup. This is so right. Let me run you through the history of this. This place was opened as a bottle shop from the end of March. And only 6 weeks ago today, as I filmed this, they opened as a tap room as well, after a war with the council, the local council, and planning permission and all that, of trying to get it put in place and opened properly. And I'm pleased to say they've managed it, and that is what they've already been through just in that 6 weeks. Pretty impressive that, isn't it? This is Mark. Give us a wave, mates. Yeah, he's a good guy. Right, and he has a fantastic... They open there's a bottle shop, and there are some absolute belters in here. And I said, you know that when I say we like to cover pubs of all sorts, all shapes and sizes, but you know what my favourite places are. You know it's places like this. And for a very good reason. So make sure you pop out here and visit, because this is well worth it. I mean, the fridges are not all. There is so much stock on here. If you're a Vault City fan, you will find plenty on here that you've not tried. I can guarantee it, because I can see ones that I haven't tried, and I've tried most of them. So get yourselves down here. Just look. The great breweries go on and on and on. And I've been speaking to Mark, you have to have a passion for this type of thing to be able to do it. And it oozes passion. So you know that you're going to get a credible place with some great product and things going on. So if you like your craft beer, so there's a wonderful Yonder selection on here as well. So Yonder are one of my favourite breweries. If you're passionate about your beers, this is a village that desperately needed something like that, because the only other pub in the village that we're going to go to next is a Sam Smith's pub. No other pub actually in the village. So it is nice to know that Kiveton Park now has a place as epic as this. Don't I take you some good places? So the other pub in the village as you move towards Worksop area in that direction is the Saxon Hotel. Big, grand looking pub, massive great car park space out the front of it, look. Yeah, it's a Sam Smith's pub, so there won't be any filming allowed inside. So that is probably about as much as I'm going to be able to tell you about this one. Saxon Hotel is my third stop of the day. You might have got that little snippet that I obviously sneakily filmed. So yeah, it's a beautiful old pub. Loads of like old beams, split into two. The back room's got a pool table and a snooker table, full-size snooker table and stuff in there. But it's the middle of the afternoon that I've come in, and it's so weird just sitting in a pub and just have to sit in silence. No one else in there to talk to, barring the young lady behind the bar, who's very pleasant. But you can't get your phone out, you can't do anything. So for people who want to go in the afternoon when it's quiet, it is literally, you're literally telling people you have to just sit in silence. And it's such a bizarre, antiquated way of doing things as far as I'm concerned. Some people might disagree, but just bizarre. Beautiful pub, ticked off anyway. Sam Smith's, what more can I say? Technically, I just got it a little bit wrong. That's not the only other pub technically in Kiveton Park. Now, Kiveton Bridge train station is where Kiveton Tap is. There's another station, as I said, for Kiveton, actually called Kiveton Park, which is just there. So before you jump back on that to go up towards Worksop, there is another pub, aptly named The Station. So technically, there is indeed another pub. It is quite a way up from the rest of the town where I was, but it is definitely another pub, and it definitely counts as Kiveton Park. So it's going to be my fourth stop of the day then, The Station. Big pub. Oh, pool table, carling star ramen, cores and stuff. Plenty of space in here. They've got a separate sky bar or something like that thing, but they've got a decent yard out to the rear, so it's going to have a look at it in here, out to the yard. Yeah, good space. Decent sized back garden, but this is nice in the when the sun is shining. A little bit of upstairs bit on it as well. That's The Station. Buddy, hello. Look who's come to say hello. Hello. I'm assuming this must be the pub dog. What a sweetheart. Hey. I love dogs. There's the pub space. Come through there. On the other side, big restaurant space. So private functions and stuff in here. But yeah, whopping great, beautiful looking restaurant space on the far side. So from 12:30 every day, this is a fully functioning restaurant. Hidden gems. I am slowly working my way towards Worksop itself, I promise, which was the point. But I mean, the whole adventure is about finding new places, stopping at pubs that look fantastic, and just having the general gist of showing you what's in the area, really, isn't it? So I'm in the village of South Anston, which is only a couple of minutes down from Kiveton Park. The Leeds Arms stands out as a beautiful looking pub, doesn't it? So my second one with the word Leeds in today. Must be a Leeds thing. Greene King. Greene King often have beautiful pub buildings though, don't they? That's what we always say. And this one is no exception. That is a gorgeous, stunning looking pub. Fantastic beer garden to the back by the looks of things. Plenty of space. So yeah, this is going to be then my 5th stop of the day, the Leeds Arms. I'll tell you what, before I go in as well, I like the sound of this. Wild West Fest. Wild West Fest. I think more places should have a Wild West Fest. That's cool, that. What a great idea. Right, so although it says Greene King outside, so it's a Greene King building, but it's Leeds and tennis, so it's not Greene King beers. They do have Abbott on, but constantly rotates. There's only a guest in here. 4 hand pulls, and yeah, not necessarily what you would normally be saddled with in a Greene King pub. Pool table, plenty of screens around. They do food, got a good little food menu, and these, I'm reliably informed, all Sheffield themed names. But they are fresh pizzas, nothing frozen about them. Bit of pub classics going on. Dog friendly. Some lovely doggies down here. Hello. And a nice looking. So yeah, 1700s this building is from. And it is a nice, long, nicely decked out, decent place. A mere 100 yards, if that, up the road is the Loyal Trooper. So that's my 6th stop of the day. So yeah, 2 in this South Anston, whatever part of whatever I'm in. 2 in this little part of the village. Again, nice looking old building, that, isn't it? So that's going to be my 6th stop of the day, the Loyal Trooper. Hey Heineken, hey Star Pubs. Knew I'd find one today, and I have. It's this one. Great little pub this. I quite like. So as per what you'd expect, got the old Heineken lineup. 4 ales on in here. The Ghost Ship is very good. I've just had one. Expertly poured.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I always like to flatter people while I'm wandering around, but gorgeous. Yeah, she's. Look, I was talking. Yeah, she's got no eyes. She's Sarah. She's got Tourette's. We can't swear. We can't swear on YouTube. But what a beautiful looking pub. So yeah, well played, Star Pubs. The old Star Pubs deals and stuff on as well. Whoever the area manager. Who's your area manager?
Paul.
Paul. Hey, I'm pretty sure Paul was out with us in Derby a few months ago. So hi, Paul.
Dale's lovely. I drink Carling.
She does drink Carling. She is lovely, but she does drink Carling. So, cheers, Sarah. Yeah, drinks Carling, but you know, we can't hold that against her, can we? Anyway, on to the next one. But I promise, I'm almost at Worksop now. I know that was the point of the video. I am almost at Worksop now. Just dipped into Shire Oaks because it was one I didn't know about. It doesn't show up as a pub on Google Maps. But when you speak to people local and they say, oh, what's that little one in Shire Oaks, the little micro pub type thing. So I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't show up at all. So it's called Retreat on a Row. Found it, and lo and behold, it exists and it's there. So it's right on the side of the canal and the train line. And yeah, it looks very, very nice. So Retreat on the Row is going to be my 7th new pub of the day. And a beautiful little micro. Let's go and see what it's all about. Glad I found it. It's a beautiful little micro pub, to be honest. So it's got a little space to the back. That's the main sort of bar area out there. There are 4 pumps. It's not real ales, but there's a cider, a couple of lagers, things like that on there. But it's a very friendly, welcome, very nice, beautiful, modern feeling little place. I don't think it's been here that long. It certainly doesn't feel. It feels quite new and fresh, but yeah, I really like it. This is definitely worth seeking out if you haven't found it. Retreat on a Row also doubles up as a bistro. Instead of a scout at some of the food pictures and stuff on their Facebook page, it looks absolutely amazing. Honestly, that's a lovely little place. So nice little independent business. Doing good food, nice atmosphere. I would definitely suggest checking that one out if you haven't already. Right, made it into Worksop. Top part of Worksop is called Gateford. I think I've pretty much visited everything here before. We didn't get a video, so we're gonna get a video. So I probably wouldn't have done this one again had it not been put in a video. It's a big Greene King called Roman's Rest. I'm pretty sure it's a Hungry Horse. Got one of those awful wacky warehouse things, and as you can see, like, food don't get much cheaper, does it? So it's called Roman's Rest. I mean, it does exactly what you would expect it to do inside. So let's go and get it done. So I got that bit wrong. It's not a Hungry Horse, it's a Flaming Grill, which is a much better version of Greene King than obviously a Hungry Horse is. Greene King, it looks like a Greene King, feels like a Greene King. Ales and bits on. Massive great pub. Obviously, yeah, food led, dog friendly. This is packed out with football fans on football day. Pool table. It's a Green King. From Roman's Rest, it's a 2-minute walk down this main road. From there, and you will come to Three-Legged Stool. So again, this is one that we covered and we did the first time we came to Worksop, not in a video. So second revisit of the day, and 9th stop in total. I'm doing well with accounting today. I really liked this one last time I was here. Apparently it's under new management now, so different management than when I was here. But I said I really liked it last time. I think it's a great pub. It's a couple of real ales on. And a decent enough selection. Massive great. It's a beautiful, look at the stonework and stuff in here. Just a gorgeous setup. So this is the dining space in here. But I think this would be a great place to sit and have some food in, for certain. Plenty of dining space. Very, very friendly lady on the bar. Told me it's under new management and what it was now. But yeah, I think it's still a banging 3-minute walk down the road to this one. Another chain. This one's a Sizzling called the Cannon. Beautiful from the outside. From what I can remember, last time we were here, classic layout for a Sizzling. These are the guys that do cocktail deals too for $8.75 is a good deal, isn't it? Carvery and other menu bits and pieces like that. I always call themselves pub and grill, but decent outside space on it, and that's what it looks like. So it's pretty beautiful from the outside, and I remember it being all right. So let's go see if it's changed. I don't know where I got Carvery from. It's obviously not this brand. Are the ones that do Carveries. Stonehouse. They're the ones that do Carvery. They're the ones that do Carvery. So Sizzling. So is what they do. So yeah, pub and grill. So plenty of decent bits you can get at a reasonable price. I'm sure we have eaten in these before. Yeah, I'm 99% sure we have eaten in these before. So not much to write home about on the taps, but there's a pool table and stuff over on the bar side, which is through there and around to the side. Big screens. It's a chain pub. It's a big chain pub, but not the one that does the carvery. Just another chain pub, isn't it, really? But right, about 10 minutes on foot really has brought me round to. It's called the something Precincts. One of those shopping arcade typey bits, and this, the Innings, Marston's pub. I mean, they look absolutely atrocious on the outside, don't they? These, they are not aesthetically pleasing from out here. But I remember thinking last time we got here, I remember thinking, my God, that looks awful. It's going to be terrible. Went inside, and it was actually all right. Quite a nice, friendly, and welcoming pub. So I thought, you know what? Let's not miss it out. Let's get it done. So it's my 11th stop of the day, 4th in Worksop. It's called the Innings, and it's a lot better inside than it is out. No real hours on. They obviously do have some at some point because they've got the pumps, and one's got a clip on. I'll just turn around. So, but yeah, it's a lot nicer looking, isn't it, inside? Pool table over there. It's a lot nicer looking inside than it is outside. Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have looked much worse, could it? But it's all right and it's friendly. It's a local's local. Yeah, I mean that's the best way of describing it. But yeah, it is always friendly. No one sort of stares at you when you come in. So my face obviously fits. I don't know, but it's just, it doesn't feel like, from the outside you look at it and you go, oh my God, it fills you with dread. But it really isn't that bad. It obviously has the racing on all day for people like the old boys, because there's betting slips and pens up by the bar. And obviously the 6 o'clock from Chepstow is getting ready to run. DJ sat in the corner, which suggests to you that on a weekend it obviously is a late night locals gaff. But it is a lot better inside than it is out. It really is. I think it's my final outskirts one to do now before I sort of hit the run straight down to town centre. This one's called the Kilton Inn. There's a lot of tribute acts and stuff on. There's a Jersey Boys one coming up. Nice enough looking little pub. Here on a little mini roundabout on the further part on the outskirts. So let's get this done and let's head on into the town centre. Sweet little pub this with TVs for the sport and carlings, man. It's pretty standard stuff. So it looks like they did have Doom Bar on, I say Hampool. It's not on at the moment. Pool table. So this was absolutely packed when we came in here. I think we came in on an evening, a sporting evening, so it was absolutely rammed when we came in. But that is a very bizarre, very, very, very bizarre way to have cordials, like orange cordial, lime and blackcurrant out on the back bar. I don't know what that's about. A bit odd. What I've got left is now a pretty dead easy walk down through the town. It's not going to take me long to walk to most of them. And I find myself now at Worksop train station. You see? Because on their platforms, literally in the train station, is, and I told you earlier when we were at that restaurant, that I would be at the Mallard. So it's the Mallard. It's a real ale pub, this, in the train station. And if memory serves me right, it's a pretty banging pub as well. Told you I loved it in here. I remember this from, look what they've got. A 7.3% porter. I mean, I'm only out all day, so you know, why not? Why not? It's pretty damn good. That is good. Ooh. There's several other, told you, didn't I? You would always find some absolutely banging choices in here. And Carling. Some wonderful, wonderful beer choices. And Carling. Yeah, it's a great little place on the platform. Some ciders. I love it. I've got the best greeting in the world as well, didn't I? And you're coming back again. Hold on, I've got things to do, but the best greeter in the world, aren't you? Well done. And it is literally, if you come out to here, you will see the platform. I think it's a great little place. Super little pub. That Mallard, that is such a good pub. The landlord sounds, I love the fact it's dog friendly. It's just an absolutely built-in pub. So I said, get on the train to Worksop. Even if you're not going to Worksop, get off the train at Worksop and go in there. But of course, I can't spend all night in there, can I? Even though I did have a 7.3% porter, which is definitely not a session beer, by the way. Don't be drinking 7.3% beers when you're out all day, because the next stop is not very far away. At least I think it's the next stop. Doesn't look massively open from the outside, but there are lights on, so hopefully it is. And it's just there, the Station Hotel. There are people inside, so yeah, the door is open. Don't know what I was looking at. So next stop is the Station Hotel. Obviously the exterior of this, it looks really old, doesn't it? It's more modern feeling inside. It's got a big restaurant inside. Obviously it's a function hotel, so a big restaurant inside. Cut on the end, and loads of stuff amongst the taps. So I love the old stained glass, as you know. But it is a decent size place. Watch the sport and stuff. The menu looks good, decent pricing. I like it. That's what food deals, right? A midweek roast. Yeah, midweek roast offer. Roast and a sweet, 12 quid on a Thursday, 12 till 8. Good deals then. Everyone likes a deal, right? Wandering down the hill, I mean, this is a sorry sight. Honestly, this is a massive, great building. And it's been left to rot. I assume, even though the sign's on this side of the road, because people have talked to me about Frog and Nightgown before, I assume that must have been the Frog and Nightgown. But then again, it might have been that, because the sign is on this side of the road, which I find a bit odd. So that could have been the Frog and, I mean, either way, whatever that was, very, very sad to see it being left to rot like that, innit? I'll carry on, just past that, past the miners' welfare. So I did the miners' welfare first time we came to Worksop anyway. As I've done all the pubs that we've been in anyway, but I don't need to go and redo a miners' welfare for you. It is just their dirt cheap prices, as you'd expect from any old miners' welfare. And it was good from what I remember. But the task today is that we've still got quite a bit to get through. There is actually more here than you may think there is. And that takes me to the Vine. And I absolutely love the tiling on the front of that. I love pubs that look like this on the exterior. I think that that's our heritage, isn't it? That's what pubs used to look like a lot of the time. And I think it's beautiful. So I have lost count now. I think it's about 14, give or take. Vine. I'm not going to set the world on fire with its beer choices. There's no ales on, and it's these type of taps. So yeah, Cruz Campo, Madri, 2 fake Spanish lagers, Foster's Carling, Guinness, John Smith's, stuff like that. But it's a nice enough looking old pub, isn't it? Just perhaps needs a bit of love. But pool table and stuff down here. There's nothing wrong. I love the outside, and I actually really don't mind the interior. But the beer choices are pretty naff. And a pair of Facebook again has told me that actually that was the old cinema that is crumbling and falling apart. I mean, it's massive, and so I probably should have realised that was probably a cinema. So the Frog and Nightgown was the one on the opposite side of the road. But anyway, we're going this way. I'm walking down just kind of what was the main, or I suppose the main high street through. I'm not veering off anymore to the sides. I've done them all before on the sides anyway, so let's just try and make a video about what you would do if you walk down a high streety bit. This we did before, definitely. It was called the Queen's Head. I remember going in there. That is now a Vietnamese restaurant. So that is that's a lost pub. Queen's Head's now a Vietnamese restaurant. But I do remember, if we turn this way, that the Wetherspoons, I believe it's still there. Yeah, it's just up there. So let me shoot across here so we can have a look at it. This one's called the Licorice Gardens. Oh yeah, so Queen's Head Bar, it still says on the outside, but most definitely now a Vietnamese restaurant. That red monstrosity just there, weird looking Wetherspoons, isn't it? So that is called the Licorice Gardens, and that is going to be my next port of call then. And I need a wee, so. Well, that doesn't look like it's got an upstairs. Is this a Wetherspoons with ground floor toilets? Whew. I'll let you know in a second. I was right. Ground floor toilets. If only all Wetherspoons were like this. It'd be like a urinating dream, wouldn't it, when you're on the steam, because it takes so much less time to get there and so much less effort. So yeah, fair play to her. It's not a very big spoons. This is the carpet. When it looks like the carpet's crying. So that's the carpet. Mid-range. But that's Spoons. Let's move on. So I come out the front door of Spoons, head back to where the Queen's Head was, and I know the street right in front of me going up there is where Dukery's live music venue is. I'm pretty sure that's not open on a Thursday. It's a live music venue, Friday, Saturday type place. But that, if you're out on a Friday and Saturday, walking up there is well worth visiting, because that was a nifty live music venue. But just down here then, so yeah, Queen's Head, now a Vietnamese restaurant. I do like a Vietnamese, you know. But just down here on the opposite side of the road then is the Unicorn. Big snazzy looking pub from the outside, this, isn't it? Gotta like that. Looks great from the outside. Massive pub from what I can remember. So let's go and see what the deal is these days. It's a huge, long pub. I love the old and things like that in here. There's no ales on. It's pretty bog standard stuff. There's plenty of screens for the sport and everything around here though. And yeah, it's just a big. There's a pool table up that far end, alcoves and stuff. But yeah, I love old wooden pubs like this. I got two left, and these are two that definitely stuck out the last time I came to Worksop as being two of the better pubs. Certainly, I mean this next one is one of the best pubs in the local area at all. Great little place called Fuggles. Fuggles number 1. Looks like a little house from the outside, doesn't it? Fuggles chapter 1. Not number 1, chapter 1. Always have a little food offering van Saturday. I think they had wood-fired pizzas last time we were here. But yeah, great little place this is. So that is my actual 18th stop of the day. So I don't like I've done that many. There's be 18. I'm going to wander down, further down this road behind me to, I think it's called the White Lion. It's going to be my last stop of the day. Bryce settled down to get me video edited and stuff before tomorrow. But you know what? I've had quite a good day, and you can find some really good places in Worksop if you bother to look. I said, didn't I, that I absolutely loved it. I said it was a super little place. It's beautiful. Look at the layout of it. It's just an absolutely gorgeous little place with a wealth of hand pulls and stuff on. And you can't not love this place. I loved it the first time I came. I still love it. It's a wonderful, beautiful little place, and it's definitely somewhere. I said, it's not going to take you long to look around or walk around, but it is definitely one of those that I would highly recommend anybody coming to have a look at. If you've not been to Worksop before, and it's your first venture into Worksop, this is one you do not miss out. Trust me, I'm always right. Absolutely love Fuggles. It's a brilliant little place. Next door to Fuggles is Tiger Bar. Now, I've been to Worksop 4 times in total. To do the outskirts, to do the things. I have never ever seen that open, but apparently it's a fully functioning pub. I've been on Saturdays, I'm pretty sure I've been on a Friday, it's a Thursday today. Apparently it's fully functioning. I don't know when. Anyway, it's a mere 2-minute walk along from Fuggles to my final port of call, final stop of the day, furthest point out of town, going back towards Ollerton, Nottingham way, and it's the White Lion. Beautiful big green king pub. I remember this was probably the first pub in Worksop we did, the first time we ever came, I think. and really liked it. So that is the final stop of this journey for today. Nice little pub for me to finish on, to be honest, tonight. I'm going to stand by. 1 hour long. Gorgeous looking bar, and I will I'll show you around the rest of it, because you can literally walk all the way around in a circle, so I will show you the rest of that in a second. Also, more than happy to abide by their preferred payment method. Always pay cash if they want it. But here, it's a beautiful wander around from the bar where I've been stood. Gorgeous little space all the way around. So it's mega busy on dining and things like that. They've been obviously hit quite hard. And the garden space is pretty beautiful as well. Nice little touch with a doggy station. But it's a gorgeous looking garden, and nice way to finish off. I'm going to sit and chill out here with my half an Estrella to finish me off for the night before I head to Wellingborough tomorrow. No Holly again tomorrow. So I'm in my hotel tonight, straight down to Wellingborough. But thanks for watching, guys. If you don't follow us on Facebook, by the way, and you're watching it on YouTube, please do follow the Facebook. It's dead easy to find, so you'll see my mug everywhere. That's our biggest platform where I write all the reviews and stuff as well. If you don't subscribe to YouTube already and you're watching this video, hit subscribe, because again, that helps and makes a massive difference and helps us to get out to more and more places. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. That was Worktop.